Days after Typhoon Kalmaegi barreled across the central Philippines, search and rescue workers are still looking for bodies, dead or alive. Widespread flooding inundated entire villages in the island province of Cebu, and homes were buried by a volcanic mudflow in neighboring Negros. With the toll rising and as another potential super typhoon approaches the country, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has declared a state of emergency.
That gives us quicker access to some of the emergency funds so that we don't have to go to the usual bureaucratic procedures.
And yet, many survivors say they aren't getting enough help from the government, forcing them to scramble for any kind of aid that comes their way.
Officials ask us to fill out some forms, but they haven't distributed the aid. That's why we're hanging around here hoping for donations.
They also blame the government for poorly built structures that would have prevented the kind of flooding that they say was unprecedented. Charmaine Loreto's house was already several meters above the river, along a portion that had an embankment.
We really didn't expect the flood to reach our house because there is a river wall, but they were not as solid as I thought.
Parts of it collapsed during the deluge and exposed the quality of the construction. People here say they now believe the entire wall is substandard after seeing this. As you can see, the top layer is concrete, yes, but it's thin, and underneath are really just stones that were stacked together. More than 500 flood control projects were supposed to have been built throughout the province of Cebu from 2016 to 2025, and more than $45 million allocated in the last 3 years alone. The catastrophe, the new Public Works Secretary says, is unacceptable.
Inadequate because the most important flood control was never done. And the most important flood control for this area, which is the downstream of a major river system in Cebu, is to build dams upstream.
But for people here, a wall would suffice, one that's built properly and without billions of dollars in funding lost to corruption, as recent investigations showed. Barnaby, Al Jazeera, Talisay City, the Philippines.
Don't miss out and get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.